All right, welcome back to another episode of Asset Coach Tax Strategist. If you're a subscriber, thanks so much for subscribing. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. If you have any idea of how much you like this content, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like this content, that's okay. We'll take a thumbs up anyways. Just kidding. Go ahead and add any comments into or questions in the comment section. I want to just jump right into this. We just got done doing a series on the tariffs and Trump's plan and his economic plan and what's going on and all this fun stuff. And as the time of this recording, this is June 30th. We have now announcements that are being presented to us that Trump and China have come to a trade agreement, that we, the United States and China, have come to an agreement. And I bring this up not as like, well, I'm so excited or anything like this, but more importantly to show the negotiations within the politics, within everything that's been going on. If you put aside the fear mongering, if you put aside all the rhetoric and you look at the strategic strategy of what Trump has been doing, how he's been negotiating different deals, what this means for you and I as citizens, as taxpayers, I think this is significant. Now, is this going to be a trade deal that we come out and we're like, yeah, we're the best. We did everything. We got everything we wanted. Not necessarily, right? That's the whole point about these deals. There's give and take. There's negotiation. The problem up to now is, to Trump's point, is that there's been a lot of taking and we've been giving a lot of giving. And so finally it's a, hey, timeout. We need to chill. We need to take a look at what we're doing because we are getting screwed. And so Trump said enough of it. Let's get to business. Let's make these changes and let's put these taxpayers, us, you and I as American citizens, at the forefront of our goals of what we want to accomplish. And so I just wanted to do a quick real video here, just saying that the negotiations are happening at the same time. We have Canada, who is now trying to put tariffs on our technology digital deals, and Trump saying, what are you guys doing? You're already doing about 400% tariffs on our dairy farmers. No. And Trump basically pulled away from Canada and said, we are not negotiating with you until you change and you come to the table because you really want to talk. Europe is. The European Union, they are at the table. They're doing the same thing Canada is doing. The difference is that they are at the table, they are discussing, they are talking. And good for him, good for this leadership. And well, what about you and I as citizens for the last few decades getting screwed as taxpayers? What about that? What about every time you go to the grocery store and you take your hard-earned dollars that you've earned away from your family and friends and you buy and purchase something, not understanding and knowing what's going on behind the scenes in these trade deals that we've all just kind of like, oh, okay, there's a new trade deal. Now we know. And if anything we learned from this quote unquote pandemic in 2020, if anything we learned in 2020 is that you trust yet verify, question everything. Even if it's from a trustful source, question everything. Because what's going on? We're sick and tired of these bills. We're sick and tired of these laws that get passed, that they include all these random things that have nothing to do with the bill or the law that's trying to be passed. But they always use that as, oh, you don't want to protect the cute little lambs because you're not going to pass this, right? These politicians hide all this crap in there. And finally, Trump's stepping up and saying, no, we're not doing that. We're going to think about us first, and we're going to make this reciprocal. Hey, we don't mind each side coming to the table, looking out for the benefits of each other. But it's coming to the table and looking out for the benefits of each other. There is no more free lunch. And thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because every time I get out of bed, every time I walk out that door and I go to work and I'm doing things away from my family and friends, needs to be worth it when we earn those dollars. Thank goodness I thoroughly love and enjoy what I do, but I only think about those who don't, who struggle to get out of bed, who don't like their job. They don't like what they do. They don't like who they are anymore. I'm thinking about those people as well. That's what Trump's doing. He's thinking about you because you can't come to the negotiation table. But that's why we voted for him to come as the leader, negotiate this stuff, and look out after our interest. So you and I can maybe go find a job that we enjoy doing. We can spend some time thinking about who I am and what I need to be the best version of myself. But not every single dollar is going out because we're paying for all these other countries and all these other tariffs and all these other imports, and they're killing us on the exports. So thank you, Trump. So again, at the time of this recording, things may change by the time we watch this, but at the end of the day, the efforts are being made, the efforts are being done, is what is being said, is what's happening. And so thank you so much for that. Go make it a great day.